I'm John Vande Velde, and I'm at the Milton Velodrome to debut the game that I've invented. I invented this game 20 years ago because after riding 6 days in Europe for 3 years, I came back very disenchanted. I knew that the 6-day circuit was not the thing that worked in North America. So I made a track called the Velodrome. Get it, the Vande Velde Velodrome. And I took it around the country, the United States, and I showcased the game that I invented. Because I've always thought that what is missing in cycling is a home team. And you need a home team to cheer for, just like every other major sport. And so I invented this game, and we have, the game is very simple. Once we get going, this is just a proof of concept game, but once we get going, we're going to have 12 races, men and women on the same team, and the first 5 players across the line in every race, they score points for the team. The points go up on the scoreboard, and the team after the 12 races with the most points wins. It's very simple, and we've totally taken all time trials out of it. We've taken all the confusion of time trials, that what it brings to, and the boredom of time trials, and we've made it whole. We've made it a game. This is. I had 5 games when I owned the Velodrome. I ran 5 games: San Diego, Chicago, upstate New York, Somerville, New Jersey, and New York City for the Goodwill Games. And every single one, I had a home team. Either it was city against city, state against state, or country against country. And every single time we did this, it worked. Everybody understood the home team, and they started booing the teams that beat the home team. So I knew I had a concept. I knew I had the concept, and so I sold the Velodrome, and I put it in storage, and I sold it, and I revisited the game about 8 years ago, and I invented rules and regulations, and I have a patent on it in the United States, and that's where we're starting. I have finally found a home here in Milton, and I'm very, very thankful to Cycling Canada, to Steve Bauer to help me, and this is going to grow. We can have, once we have this game amalgamated and understood, we can have games country versus country, pro teams versus pro teams, city versus city, province versus province, college versus college, or high school versus high school. There's no reason why SpeedTrak is the name of the game, and the name is going to be the International SpeedTrak League. Just like the National Hockey League, just the National Baseball League, National Football League. So that's what we're doing here. We're taking a page out of gymnastics and figure skating, and having a celebration of the Olympic athletes after the Olympics. And so this is going to be this type of racing, no time trials again, and it's just going to be having fun. And we're going to have Canada against the United States, and 2 other major countries in the world are going to come here. And we're going to have 3 games in September between the national championships in the Milton days, and we're going to rock it. This particular game today, we've taken them all from Steve's Tuesday night races, and we actually had our first International Cycling League draft last month, and we took the results from all the races that they have every Tuesday night, and we made 4 teams, and we had a draft, and we tried to make it equitable. We might have to shift some people around to make it better, but it's a start. It's a start, and that's what we wanted to do. That's exactly what we wanted to do. So I invented this game. I invented it, and I want the world to know this. I invented this game in 1995. That was the first game. It's televised. We're going to put that television show on our website. And then I had 5 other games. It's my game. I invented it. And 2 years ago, Dave Chauner, who was an Olympian with me on Mexico City and Munich, invited me to try to start a league, his league called the World Cycling League, in Pittsburgh, in the Pittsburgh track. There was supposed to be a Pittsburgh track. So we went around the nation trying to sell this thing, and we never sold it. And basically, I don't want to talk badly about my competition ever, but he's a thief. It's my game, and he never beat me as a competitor. I was national champion 3 times. He was second. Again, this is the proof of concept game. and I want to show everybody what the game will look like. Obviously, we're riding with just masters and junior riders. Once we get international riders racing, the speed will be greater, the action will be greater. We're going to have cameras on bikes. We're going to use all the technology available that we have in cycling, the wattage meter, the heart rate, the speed, the cadence, and put it right up on the television screen. You know, and so this is the goal. We want to. SpeedTrak is a combination of sport and entertainment, because this when we get going, this is going to be a beer garden. This is going to be a beer garden. Yeah, with entertainment, band. I mean, this is going to be hopping. This place has never seen anything like what we're going to really have. Okay, yeah, our goal is to first make a home for Team Canada, then Team Toronto, and Team Ontario, and then go down and just keep on having different types of leagues all year long. There's no reason in the world why this place can't be full all the time with spectators watching the races. Not training, spectators watching the races, all based around the team. That's it. That's my goal. But we want to have franchises just exactly like every other major sport in the world. You know, we want to have franchises. We want to create new revenue streams, you know, for cycling. Right now, we have sponsorship. If there's, I don't know if you know this, but my son Christian, he fourth in the Tour, but I've watched his, you know, the teams that he's been on, and they're all owned by millionaires, and if they get disenchanted with the sport, they're gone. And so is that team, and so is 50 other, you know, people involved in that team. They're all gone. It's over, you know. And so we want to make something very sustainable, and something that's long lived, but you have to do that through gate receipts and sponsorship and TV rights and merchandising. Everything that every other major sport in the world does, we have to do in cycling, and we can do it here. You cannot do that on the road. You can't. You know, some of the things we want to do is you know, for the September events, is to appoint numbers to all the players, all the different players. That's their permanent number. We're going to put that number on the website, and we're going to start selling them, and we're going to give some of the profit back to the players. So that's our goal. We want to make a profit sharing plan for the riders, for the confederations, and for us. Totally change the sport. Oh no! I still like to ride, you know, but it's been the wintertime, and Steve hasn't yet approved me on the track, so yeah. So.